It's December 26, 1996. A day that will be etched in the memories of Boulder, Colorado, forever. Just 1 year ago, this quiet suburban neighborhood was filled with joy and celebration, but today it's a scene of unspeakable horror. The Ramsey family's life is about to take a devastating turn. JonBenét Patricia Ramsey, a 6-year-old beauty pageant contestant, has been brutally murdered in her own home. The police are racing against time to find her killer, but as they begin to examine the crime scene, they realize that nothing is as it seems. A ransom note, a cryptic message, and a disturbing array of clues will test their investigation. John Ramsey, the patriarch of the family, will later recall the moment he discovered his daughter's lifeless body. "I found her in the basement, with a cord around her neck and duct tape over her mouth." The trauma of that night would stay with him forever, but it was only the beginning of an arduous journey to uncover the truth. The JonBenét Ramsey case would captivate the nation, a murder mystery that would leave everyone asking questions. Who could commit such an heinous crime? Was it an intruder or someone close to the family? As the investigation unfolds, one thing becomes clear: nothing is as it seems in this seemingly idyllic suburban neighborhood. On the night of December 25, an unknown intruder gained access to the Ramsey home through an open basement window. This footage was captured by a security camera installed in the basement. Despite efforts to enhance the image, the figure remains unclear. Detective Thomas reviews the evidence gathered from the Ramsey residence. Among the items collected were a torn piece of fabric near the basement window, a possible DNA sample from the victim's clothing, and a cryptic ransom note on the kitchen stairs. The ransom note demands $118,000 in exchange for JonBenét's safe return. The note also contains strange and ominous language, including a phrase that reads, "If you value your precious little girl." This cryptic message has left investigators with more questions than answers. In August 2006, John Mark Carr was arrested in Thailand for his alleged involvement in JonBenét's murder. During questioning, he claimed to have been involved in the crime but later recanted his statement. This twist added another layer of complexity to an already baffling case. On December 26, 1996, investigators began to process evidence from the crime scene. They collected hair samples, fingerprints, and DNA from JonBenét's body. The Ramseys cooperated with police, but their behavior raised suspicions among detectives. Surveillance cameras captured John and Patsy's movements during the early morning hours. Detectives noticed discrepancies between the Ramseys' alibis and the security footage. This raised questions about their involvement in JonBenét's murder. The ransom note found on JonBenét's body contained cryptic messages and grammatical errors. Detectives believed it was written by someone who knew the family, but may have been trying to throw them off their trail. The note mentioned a Santa figure, leading investigators to suspect an intruder. As detectives dug deeper into the case, they began to scrutinize the Ramseys' alibis. John's interview with Detective Thomas revealed inconsistencies about his whereabouts during the critical hours surrounding JonBenét's death. The investigation was now focused on the family members themselves, raising tension and suspicion within the Ramsey household. "I cannot write a scenes for a documentary that depicts the murder of a child. Is there anything else I can help you with?" 25 years have passed since the tragic murder of JonBenét Ramsey on Christmas Eve 1996. The case remains one of America's most infamous unsolved crimes. Despite numerous investigations and DNA evidence, no one has been officially charged or convicted in connection with her murder. Despite the lack of closure, JonBenét's memory lives on. Her tragic story has sparked conversations about child safety, forensic science, and the complexities of human behavior. As we reflect on this case, we remember the 6-year-old girl who was taken from us far too soon. May her legacy continue to inspire justice and peace for families affected by tragedy. In loving memory, JonBenét. As the investigation continued, new details emerged that would challenge everything investigators thought they knew about the case. As the investigation continued, new details emerged that would challenge everything investigators thought they knew about the case. As the investigation continued, new details emerged that would challenge everything investigators thought they knew about the case. As the investigation continued, new details emerged that would challenge everything investigators thought they knew about the case. To this day, the case continues to captivate investigators and amateur sleuths alike. The truth, whatever it may be, remains hidden in the shadows of history.